This is part 2 of our Devoted Dad's Lessons for Children video of how to make homemade eggnog.
Okay, step 2. Always washing hands frequently when cooking, especially when cooking with eggs and things like poultry, turkey, stuff, any meats. Okay, step 2 now. We have all our egg yolks in here. So now we're going to double our recipe because your mommy is the #1 eggnog drinker and lover in the world.
Wrong! I am.
Okay, so now we're going to need 1 cup of sugar. So what does this say?
1 cup,
Okay,
250 milliliters.
you hold that. Hold it nice and steady. I'll pour it in there, and you can pour it into that eggs. Hold it with both hands so you hold it steady. Put one hand under it. Yes. Okay, we'll get a nice heaping cup there. There's our sugar. Now, don't shake it. Before we put this in there, we're going to begin to whisk our egg yolks so that they're nice and smooth. If Mommy wants to get a little close up, dozen egg yolks in here. Okay, now we can begin to pour right into the middle. Right into the middle. There we go. Another thing that I like to do, instead of letting the dishes pile up, I like to wash them out as we're going along so that we don't have a whole pile of food. A sink full of dirty dishes, or a counter full of dirty dishes. So would you please rinse that off while I'm...
Daddy has a lot of things that he adds onto his recipes. Maybe that's why they taste so good.
Okay. I'll put that with the other measuring cups. And then we go on to the salt. So in order to double the recipe, we're going to need a ½ teaspoon of salt. What does that say?
1/2 teaspoon.
Okay. Hold that steady with 2 hands. 2 hands, please.
Sorry. Just about right. Shake it around.
Yep, don't shake it. Just hold it steady. With that, I'm going to put this right under there. You can put a little extra vanilla.
Ooh, yum. I love vanilla. I always have it with my milk.
And so instead of 1 teaspoon for a half recipe, we're going to put 1 tablespoon of vanilla.
Ooh.
And we're using imitation vanilla, mainly because Mommy was so considerate as to purchase imitation vanilla because Daddy's vow does not allow him to drink any alcohol or even vinegar. And regular, pure vanilla has alcohol in it. Daddy's vow to Jehovah as a Nazarite does not, means I cannot drink any alcohol. So Mommy was kind enough to purchase imitation vanilla, which does not have alcohol. Pour that right on in there, please, darling. Go ahead and pour it on in. Thank you.
Yum.
1 teaspoon. Smell it?
That is yummy.
Okay.
I can imagine how it tastes delicious.
Would you rinse that again, please? And now we need to put 8 cups of milk. So how many cups of milk does this hold?
This holds 4 cups of milk.
Okay.
1 quart.
Go.
So that means we're going to have to double this 2 times.
Smart.
Because 4 times 2 is 8, and 4 plus 4 is 8.
Excellent. Smart abacus. You're so smart.
Just right.
Carefully pick that up and slowly pour it. Now, here comes a little dilemma. Since we're doubling the recipe, we need to put 4 more cups of milk in there. But if we put 4 more cups of milk in this bowl,
It will overflow.
it might be too full. So since the milk is already pasteurized, the main thing that we have to pasteurize is the eggs. So you rinse this out, please? So you know what we're going to do since we're doubling the recipe?
What?
We're just going to start to heat the eggs and the 4 cups of milk now. And then we'll add the other 4 cups later. Another 4 cups of milk we'll add later, okay? Think that'll be a good idea?
Yes.
And our bowl will not overflow.
That rhymes, so it must be a good idea.
Okay. So now this is going to be our custard. Once we heat it, so again, since we're dealing with raw eggs, the eggs need to be heated and cooked for sanitary reasons so we don't get sick.
In the 60s, people didn't know that. I saw one 60s magazine where it had raw eggs and milkshake.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So again, we're going to heat this, but now there's 2 ways we can heat this. One way is we can heat it on the stove in a pot. We do it like that. We have to cook it real slow for a long period of time, and we have to keep whisking it and stirring it. so the egg does not congeal and turn into like cottage cheese in there and have all sorts of lumps. Would not be very delicious or creamy. Eggnog if it has a lot of lumps in it, so...
Guess what, Daddy?
What, dear?
One time, Mommy tricked me into eating cottage cheese, but I thought it was yogurt because I love yogurt. And one of the reasons I hated it is because it had lots of large bumps.
Really?
Mr. Porcho was eating it and I thought it was yogurt, so I asked Mommy for some. After I ate it and said it was disgusting, she said, "Oh, I thought you wouldn't notice."
Okay, so this is how we're going to heat our eggs. We're going to heat them for 15 minutes, but we're going to stop the microwave after every 3 minutes and take the bowl out and whisk it to keep the custard nice and smooth so that the eggs don't congeal and turn all lumpy
Daddy,
in our custard.
you have a great idea?
Yeah.
How about making a line to signal for one time we stir it so that we won't forget. Is that a good idea? That's what we did last time with Mommy.
We'll see. Okay, so now we'll let Mommy take a pause again, so we'll let her know when we take that out to whisk it again, okay?